There's a screen over there, and there are three faces: happy, normal, or sad. You just need to click that how this person deal you. This survey feedback. Process consultation, in which an outsider who has given the charge to come to you, observe the thing, and then give recommendation. Okay, this kind of things you need to change. Intergroup development, changing the attitude, stereotypes, and perceptions that work groups have about each other. Okay, the head office from America, they are white, or maybe the head office from Chinese, they are only yellow people. So if there is a barrier between information, there is no barrier between technology, because they are using the same technology as head office American and head office in China, the same technology, the same structure, but even then information is not distributed, or there is a lack of information, or there is a breach. They found out that there is a people's behavior. So they make an intergroup, they call them together, they shuffle the responsibilities, they make them very comfortable to working with white and yellow and black people. They mix it together so that they can easily communicate the information, easily do the work, transfer the responsibilities without any stereotypes, without any judgment. All right. Now, easy. Changing through or using OD is easy. Answer is big no, because people, they don't want to change. They don't want to alter their present condition. So why do people resist? Because of uncertainty. If you are implementing new strategy, or if you are implementing who reports to whom, and if you are adopting a technology, the first thing people is resist, because they think that okay, maybe they will lose the job. Uncertainty. Change is viewed as uncertainty, and uncertainty is viewed as job loss, unemployment. People, they would be very angry if you do that. Even in our classrooms, in our university structure, if something happens and students question why we change this, why not on this day. It's a small example, but in organization, when you are working for 5 years and all of a sudden you are given a new thing to try, you don't want to try that, because you are accustomed of doing this thing, and you view this as uncertainty, whether they are going to fire me if this new system come, or if new boss will come, what will happen. Maybe we don't want new employees, we don't want new boss. Uncertainty. Habit. If you're working on a same system or something, it becomes your habit. Removing the system is easy, but the person who is using that system is not easy to understand. Maybe the age factor, right? Because it has become your habit. That's it. Still, many people around the world, they struggle to implement Face app, Face, pay through Face app, pay through Apple ID, pay through Alibaba, pay through different kind of channels. They still face difficulty, even though they are using that in ATMs and all the stuff, but in their business, they fear of the loss. The fear of loss is a big resistor in implementation of change. And the last one is belief change is inconsistent with the organizational goal. Why I need MS Office 365 when I can do all this stuff is Word 2010 is fine. Why I need MS Word of 365 when I can do that in 2010, right? When you realize that, okay, how is implementing a new software is going to help me to improve my productivity? I'm already productive. So this kind of belief give you resistance to change. All right, how you can overcome those resistance? Number one, education and communication. Simple. You educate them, okay? Because using 365, you don't need laptop anywhere. You can work through home. Even if you are eating something, or even you are traveling or you are abroad, you can still open that file, you can edit it, you can send it to me. You educate them. Sorry about that. And then participation. Involve their participation, okay? You think that it looks very difficult, it cannot be done. It is easy. We have hired a trainer for you, or we had hired a person who knows the best. We hired experts for you. Just participate. Facilitation and support. Even though you all have give them certification, even then you can, anything if you want to know, we have this service, avail that one. You need our support. Even then you feel resistance, negotiate with them. Okay, this is the necessity of time. If you are not doing that, maybe you consider demotion, or we will transfer you, right, through manipulation or co-optation. That you are influencing through manipulation and co-optation means, so you are influencing them that this change is necessary, and you are distorting the facts to make it look real good. Like if you are working in Google, you will say that look, Apple is doing that, Microsoft is doing that, so we have to do that. Co-optation, manipulation. All right. The last stage is question, which may be, or basically which is illegal. If you don't do that, we will fire you, we will cut your salary. So most of the change agents, the book, the literature, the laws, they don't encourage you to go through question. If you don't do that, you will be fired. Sorry about that. I feel itching in my nose. Sorry about that. All right. So first three methods are recommended through polite. The other two are a little bit gray areas, maybe illegal or may not be, but certainly the last one, question, is illegal, in which you threat somebody that you have to do that, and you are forcing him to do that, to learn that. Otherwise, you will be fired, or that's what. So that is illegal. But in reality, this is very powerful. This is the powerful of among all. All right. So these are some advantages and disadvantages that the techniques of reducing the resistors. So just pause the video and watch it by yourself. Now, changing an organizational culture. Now we have learned that, okay, changing people attitude is very difficult, so we are implementing OD. We have seen that what causes the resistance. Okay, we saw that, and how we can reduce that resistance. Okay, but what about we make environment of the culture, organizational culture, like that? If we want to change something, people don't show a resistance, right? Because catering to individual change is very expensive. How about if we change the culture, or we make the culture like that, people themselves demand change or view the change that it is good. This can be done through changing the organizational culture. So the fact that organizational culture is made up of relative stable and permanent characteristics, so it tends to view that it will cause resistance to change. But what if we make the culture like that, It welcomes the change. For that, we implement different facilities or conditions to the uh, organizational culture. Number one, situational factors that we include. So dramatic crisis occurs. What if we try to change the culture? All of a sudden, dramatic crisis occurs. Maybe employees or head office go on strike. Leadership changes hand. Maybe the CEO will resign, say that okay, I'm not going to do that. Hire somebody else. Organization is young and small. What if you have a small organization and a relatively new one? Then implementing change is easy. What if you have a history and you are a big organization and your managers are middle age or old age? Then it is very hard for the organization to change its culture. And what if your culture is already weak? So you have do double opportunity. You can make the culture strong and you can implement that change factors inside the culture so that people view the change as a positive stuff and they are ready to change. So changing culture is coming from the top management. If the top managers are not participative, then it's just purposeless. Then using even the word of cultural change is purposeless. Then you make stories, rituals, symbols to honor those employees, to support those employees who adopted the change. Okay, for example, first two people, those who use those system or who got 80 plus marks on that certification, will give them their college, their children college support, and that's it. Or maybe heart heart transplant surgery, they can have it, right? Make a symbol, new stories, make a rituals who are early adopter of the things. Redesign socialization process that you need to reward the system in which what if you are having uh, you know uh, uh, this kind of like structure in which one person is absent so all the work is stopped, right? In an organization there are like peons, they are like subordinates, and then there are tellers and all the stuff, and then the manager will get at the end a document on which he signed. If one person is missing, then all others day is just purposeless. And now you are implementing a strategy that everybody can do everybody's work in their absence. So you are redesigning the socialization process, how they interact with another. For example, making tea. If the PN is not there, if the person whose responsibility is to serve tea is not there, then other people, they can make the tea and they can serve it. There is no ego pressure. There is nothing else. It's just the organization culture is like that. We are one family, right? So replacing underwritten norms with clearly specified expectations, that you have making a family like that in the organization, that it's it's not a joke or it's not a disrespect to call someone, okay, bring me a glass of water or bring that page that I sent for print. People don't mind that. All right. Shake up current subcultures through job transfer, job rotations, or terminations. Job rotation is good, transfer is good, but terminations, if somebody is giving you trouble in organization change, for example, you are asking him to bring some pages for print from the store or something, and he is becoming very egotic or something, which creates a problem for future employees to think this kind of thinking. Maybe you terminate him because you want a family member, not a bossy attitude person here. So work to get consensus through employee participation and climate with a high level of trust. So at the end of the day, or at the end of the week or start of the week, you call the people, discuss with them whether this is, good stuff or not, how you can do that, what happened last day or what happened today, it should not be repeated next day or something, or we should learn through this mistake, this kind of